Imagine this Kim Kardashian strutting down the Balenciaga runway in 250 carats of diamonds, and not a single head in the front row turns to look. Yep, that actually happened. Paris Fashion Week 2024 wasn't just messy, it was a full-blown celebrity circus. From Kim's painfully awkward catwalk to Cardi B casually holding a real crow, this year's so-called fashion spectacle had more drama than the Oscars. And the internet? It did not hold back. If you thought Fashion Week was about clothes, think again. These celebs turned it into a viral war zone, and trust me, the claws were out. So buckle up because the tea is scalding and the chaos is unmatched. This is Fame Spills, and we're about to dive into the ridiculous, jaw-dropping, ego-bruising madness that was Paris Fashion Week. But before we start, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because you're not gonna want to miss what we spill next. Let's start with Kim Kardashian, because, of course, she showed up draped in diamonds, probably worth more than most people's lifetime income, but she looked done. Like, no energy, no spark, just straight up drained. Her walk, if you can even call it that, it was more like a slow shuffle. Social media lit her up instantly. One person joked, "She walks like her back's killing her," while another said, "This is me sneaking in at a.m. trying to look sober." Honestly, it was hard to watch. Even worse, no one in the front row was even looking at her. You could feel the secondhand embarrassment. It was like the room had moved on, and Kim didn't get the memo. And then came the deeper shade, people accusing her of staying loyal to Balenciaga despite the disturbing allegations against the brand. Kim's still front and center, acting like nothing happened, which has critics calling her out for her silence. Some even dragged her parenting into it, claiming she uses her own kids as PR pawns. Harsh? Absolutely. But the public isn't sugarcoating anything anymore. Meanwhile, in between runway appearances, Kim was caught messing with her phone. Zoom in, and yep, she's literally Googling herself or editing her own photos. One person tweeted, "I'm the most Googled person this week," and another clapped back, "That's 'cause you're the one Googling yourself." And now there's a viral AI video of her stealing a $10 million Birkin bag like she's in a heist movie. The kicker? It's obviously fake. There's no way Kim's sprinting anywhere in those heels. Still, the internet ate it up. People really thought she dropped $10 million on a bag. For the record, it was a Japanese collector, not Kim. She just likes to pose with things, not own them. And then there's the Bezos wedding. Kim showed up expecting to be the main event, but guess who stole the spotlight? Sydney Sweeney. According to insiders, Kim had a full private meltdown. Not only was Sydney dancing with Tom Brady till AM, but Orlando Bloom was also giving her major attention. Kim? Invisible. The source said it cracked her confidence, made her feel like her reign was fading. For someone used to owning the room, that had to sting. She supposedly left Venice feeling triggered and deflated, watching a 26-year-old grab all the buzz while she faded into the background. Oof. And speaking of faded relevance, enter Lauren Sanchez. She's out here acting like a fashion queen just because she married into billionaire royalty. She rolled up to Paris Fashion Week wearing a $6,000 coffee cup clutch. Yes, a purse that looks like a latte. It's made of calfskin with a brass lid, because apparently nothing says luxury like a designer Starbucks order. Lauren showed up to everything like she just won Hollywood, grinning like she owns the place. Word is she might be banned from next year's shows after pulling a string of last-minute, thrown-together looks. Honestly, it's giving desperate to be seen, but believe it or not, she wasn't the most chaotic attendee. That crown goes to Lisa Rinna. She came dressed like a human sleeping bag, oversized, wrinkled, and confusing. The internet roasted her hard. One commenter asked, "What in the Bed Bath and Beyond is this?" Another said, "She's trying to claw her way back onto Real Housewives," and honestly, it tracks. Lisa's out here giving "please notice me" energy like it's a full-time job. And her explanation? It's couture. Girl, where? Then plot twist, Cardi B shows up. Now, we love Cardi, but she did not come to play. She rolled through with a full-on floral piece and a real-life crow perched on her arm. Like, who does that? And you already know what I'm thinking. Crows are cursed. Ever since Wendy Williams brought one on her show and her life fell apart. I don't mess with them. Still, Cardi served looks, and compared to everyone else's mess, she actually came off fresh and happy. Her vibe, way more on point now that she's not dealing with Offset's drama, but even Cardi had some Kim K energy. You can tell she's starting to mirror that aesthetic tight silhouettes, exaggerated glam, ultra-rich girl aura. Is it intentional? Who knows? But it's definitely creeping in. And then, just to throw us off completely, Katy Perry popped up looking like a school principal at a faculty meeting. That whole look was stiff, corporate, and not doing her any favors. Same goes for Nicole Kidman, who looked like she borrowed from the same closet. Suddenly, all the celebs were in big black coats like it was a dress code memo. Meanwhile, poor Gracie Abrams dressed for the actual weather. Europe's been melting and ended up looking basic by comparison, but all this is nothing compared to what went down on the actual runway. One designer had male models in latex knee boobs, yep, giant rubber chest pieces strapped to their legs. Women were wearing plastic versions of male torsos, and some models strutted in outfits modeled after Sydney Sweeney's body. Like, are we serious? What even is fashion anymore? The internet said it best. Women's bodies aren't costumes. Another added, this is just objectifying women to go viral. And they're not wrong. This wasn't about fashion. It was performance art with zero message. Just noise. That's the real tragedy of Paris Fashion Week. It's no longer a celebration of style. It's a desperate clout chase where outrageous wins over originality. Even Rick Owens took it to new levels. Models literally swam their way to the runway and then walked around soaking wet in uncomfortable coats. It was giving America's Next Top Model challenge, not couture. Someone commented, I'm too broke to understand. And honestly, same. And finally, the chaos didn't end with clothes. Streamer Jay Chino got into a full-on public scuffle after refusing a fan photo. What should have been a regular live stream turned into a fight with security scrambling. Live streamers have become the new tabloid stars, doing anything for attention until it blows up in their face. So yeah, this year's Paris Fashion Week was less about fashion and more about fame, addiction, ego crashes, and viral stunts. But if this is the new normal, buckle up because next season's gonna be even wilder. Let me know in the comments who flopped the hardest and who actually slayed. Don't hold back, I read everything. And don't forget to like, comment, share this video with your drama-loving friends, and of course, subscribe to Fame Spills for all the wildest celebrity chaos every single week. See you in the next one.